All right, we are finally starting to get our hands into the meat of website development and programming and learning HTML. So, what I want you to do is get online. So, you're going to have this tab open to watch a video and then open another tab in your browser. And I'm going to have you sign in to code.org. And when you get there, and pause the video whenever you need to, but when you get to code.org, find your class in your dashboard. You probably just have one. Of course, I have a bunch because I'm a teacher. So let's just see what you got. If you only have the discoveries thing here, just click on that. If you have something more than that, because we are getting into Unit 2, I'm just going to say click this top one that says Computer Science Discoveries. All right. When you do that, it should take you right into seeing Unit 2 Web Development. Okay, and CSD stands for Computer Science Discoveries. So find Unit 2 and click on this Go to Unit. I've hidden everything else. So the first thing you should see is Lesson 3, because we've done some of the other activities online already. Okay, so on Lesson 3, what I want you to do is click on this first level, Level 1. As you look through these, we have kind of an overview thing and it explains what's happening. Notice up here, it tells me I'm in Lesson 3. And if you look across the top, there are different shapes up here. These are actually the levels that you'll go through as you progress in code.org. Okay? Take a look and read the overview, the vocabulary that's given here, and then it has a spot here for new code and resources. What I'm going to tell you is check with a partner in class to grab any notes and things that we have taken that day. As you progress through everything, you hit an orange button somewhere down to the bottom. It'll say finish, submit, exit, or not exit, but continue like this. So go ahead and hit continue. All right, so here we go. Notice the structure of the way the website is set up. You have this banner on top where it has the lesson and what level in the lesson that you are in. Your name should be up here for a sign in. Then you have this purple banner or ribbon up here. And I want you to go ahead and follow along with me. This hides the instructions in case you need more space to do your work. This is the workspace in the second part down here. Also, there are some other things you can check out. There are ways to have it audibly read to you and some other options. But basically, whenever you see something up here, there are instructions and a do this section. That's what you're supposed to do. So notice what it says here. This in code.org is a platform called WebLab. And there's basically 3 main parts to the screen. Yours probably looks something like this, just totally blank down here. And notice here it says there's files right here. In the middle section, it's really hard to see on my screen, but there actually is kind of a line separating this. Here's the workspace. Here's the preview area off to the right. And it says try typing something in the workspace. So type something. You type what you like, okay? And then it says, press the refresh and save button to see it in the preview area. Now, here's this next ribbon or banner, and you'll notice over here, here's this refresh and save button. There it is in the preview space. And I'm looking at that thinking, hey, wait a minute, I put some returns in here, so I'll add a few more and hit the refresh. Clearly, there's more to learn. If you notice down at the bottom, and my big face is in the way, but on your screen, there's a finish button down here. When you go ahead and press it, it will automatically advance you to the next level. Okay. On your time, pause my video. Here's an instructional video made by the creators of code.org to explain things. Hit the continue button and Now you'll notice we're in level 4. As you start getting familiar with code.org and how it works, level 1 was this diamond shape that had information. Level 2, we had to do something. Level 3 was back to a diamond shape, and here was a video for us to watch. Level 4 is round, a bubble, I usually will call them. That's what they did when we were getting trained. On this bubble for 4, there's something for us to do. You usually see a do this. Ding! Okay, so as you read through up here, and here it says it's giving you an example of a page written in HTML. And we're going to learn a lot more about it, but they're just showing you this. So take a look here. In the file area, I see a couple of files. Okay. Yours may not. I might have accidentally hit one in there. Look at all of this code that's in here. You'll notice you start to see these angle brackets, and you see some opening and closing tags. The ones that we've talked about so far are just the paragraph tags right here, this P. And then you see the closing paragraph tag right there. In the do this, it says, click the tip, how do I use the inspector tool on the right to learn how to use the inspector tool. Now, if I look over to the right and I'm looking over here, I'm like, well, I see that. Oh, see this up here? Ta-da! Sometimes they will give you some more information that's specific in a drop-down menu. So go ahead and read that. Talks about how you can hover over things and see things when you turn the inspector tool on. So it says click on it. Now, not here. This is just the picture of it. But if I come down here in this area and click on it, now it says it's on it. Oh my goodness. Watch what happens. It's very cool. This is going to become incredibly helpful when you are further along in trying to troubleshoot what's happening in your web stuff and in all of your code. Okay. So if I just, for example, hover over the word discuss, take a look at what's happening in the middle section in the workspace. Now, all of a sudden, it highlights with the word discuss and the particular code around it to make it look like this. Very helpful. This also can help you start to find things that you may not have been aware of. Okay. Here's another video for you to watch on level 5. So do that. In level 6, notice it's a diamond shape again, which tells me this is some instruction, some reference, a video, or something for me to read. So as you look, they're giving you all kinds of great information here. Whenever you get stuck or you can't remember something, look backwards in your previous lessons and especially focus on these diamonds where all of this fabulous information might be held. Okay, so you can read through and look at all of this. All right. At the bottom again, look for the orange button that says finish or continue. Now, as we finish out lesson 3, there are 3 things, 3 levels for you to work on. So what I'm going to ask you to do is read through this. You'll see all kinds of other tags in here we haven't even discussed yet. Basically, we're going to zero in on the 2 body tags, the open and closing. You'll see they've left some space there. In the do this, it asks you to write 3 separate sentences about any topic. Hit the refresh and save button over here when you are done. And compare your work with a neighbor and make sure you're not typing up here somewhere. Make sure you're between the coding or the body tags here. So I'm just going to add some things down here. Let's see. I've got 3 sentences there. Okay. Notice, oh, this is something I haven't seen before. This is part of a larger project. Changes will be saved across levels. You can close that. If yours wasn't showing, hit the refresh and save button, and there it is. That's all you have to do on this level, because when you finish, now what it's going to do is carry it forward into level 8, and you'll see that my sentences were brought forth here, and it's giving me some instruction about the paragraph tags, and it wants you to place those inside at least 2 separate paragraphs surrounded by the paragraph tags. Compare your results, see what happened. So as you enter that in here, make sure it's not just one long string. You'll notice I put returns in here. That does nothing here. HTML doesn't recognize those returns. So what you need to do is do some programming with a paragraph tag, okay? I'm going to come over here and throw that in there. Oh, you notice some things were turning pink there for a minute because as I'm typing, okay, right away, anytime something starts throwing pink, there's an error somewhere, and you'll see that occurs as you're working. If you can get it to not turn pink again, then you're looking good. Oh, 2 paragraphs. Here we go. I have this sentence separated from this one. There you are. Finally, in 9, this is giving you an opportunity to debug. So it says, fix these broken tags. So this did not turn pink here. It's simply saying, fix the broken code so that the web page displays correctly and compare how you worked. Now notice up here, it's giving you some instructions in these drop-down menus. So if you need to, you read through all this so that you understand what's happening. But it says in the preview here, this sentence should be on its own, so should this one. That means each one of these 3 sentences that they've put in there, they want you to fix the code, add code, whatever you need to get each of these on a separate line. And when you've got it done, success. Good luck.